Told him I ain't selling it for nothing less than lavish. What's up, family? How y'all doing? Beautiful day, beautiful day. Say hey, hey, if you saw me more than just today. Y'all, show love to that. And acknowledge the fact that I don't be wearing the same outfit. I take thought in doing that. I be like, ooh, what I'm gonna wear today? I be like, ooh, what I'm gonna talk about today? But a lot of it is free flow and a channel, my expression of spirituality, but also duality, because I connect my just 3D aspects and things that I deal with also energy signatures and just aspects that correlate with just other elements in this matrix, like 5D elements and just things that you can't see. So when I take those into account, I give thanks for being able to be so beautiful and to be able to be so inspiring and motivating, because I love all shades and all phases in which one can develop themselves or express themselves, especially to other people. And one of the things I thought about before I came on here is that to be able to do this line of work, to express yourself on a form of consistency where people can develop an insight on you and you don't even know that person, that is one of the most vulnerable ways to work. There's customer service, there's healthcare, there's business, there's just so many forms of just career forms, I guess. But this new lane of the 5D element of Aquarius and technology, where you could learn so much, but also you can hide so much or disguise so much and embrace so much at once. So just considering the things that you can take in, for example, online, it can be so many things in just one day. And if you found me, hey, we lit in it bit. Just know it's your girl Jazzy. But my name ain't Jasmine. Jazzy. Today, it was such a drag. It was one of those days where I'm like, okay, I'm getting an idea of where we're going with this. So can we just get through it and do what we gotta do? It just was a lot of things that it made me realize just how unattached I was. And I think are we still in, no, we're in Gemini season, but it was a Taurus moon. Yeah. This time is always strange. I think it's actually my grandpa's birthday coming up soon. If it wasn't today, it's probably tomorrow. I'll check in with that, but I hope y'all good, man. I'm doing the unbraiding on purpose. Y'all already know, for the lock lovers. Oh, my hair is so tender. But I just wanted to add a little oil and a little hydration, and I said, why not just take it out on video to make this unbraiding last longer? I'm really taking it out because I don't usually braid my hair, so I can't imagine sleeping with my hair braided. But I also wrap my hair up at night. I met this girl at my job that actually has longer hair than me, and it was quite inspiring because you definitely stand out. Your hair is definitely a crown in an aspect to where it draws attention, and to have long hair, it says a lot about your hygiene and just your lifestyle, especially the way that your locks look. So shout out to all the lock lovers and all the people who have locks that they love. It's really a journey, and it's really a flower, just like everything that's transpired. In correlation to my video yesterday, I just really been referencing a lot of things in my past and how I've grown from them, and what matters to me the most, and capitalizing on the things that make me feel good. And it means so much to be in the phase of my life where, not trying to compare myself to nobody, but where I know that I'm leveled enough to be embraced by society. Like, I am a brand, I'm a persona. I know that I'm my own energy signature, and just the way that I express myself, you probably don't, you know, you probably don't meet girls like me a lot, and probably never will. I mean, unless people trying to be like me, and that's something that I aspire to be. I feel like that's already my reality, but I aspire to be that on a larger range. I want to be the representation of not just divine embodiment, and divine means perfectly imperfect, divine embodiment, but I also um, grow to be someone that can be used as reference, because I acknowledge the fact that I'm a Sagittarius with a Aquarius rising and moon. Those are my like trilogy. So if you just know about anything and what's going on, and if you don't, like, it's not hard to find out on the same source on for YouTube. If I'm on Patreon, then that's another story, but right now this video is based for YouTube. So if you just look into the time placements, I think that you will understand like how important and how pivotal it is to blend Aquarius and Sagittarius vibration together. And I'm honored to be a representation of that. And sometimes it could be just me being beautiful. Roy just came to say what's up. Good boy. Okay, boy. Mommy is recording a video. I I'm just told him I ain't selling it for nothing less than lavish.
Come on, man.
Draco made a hit with this one.
Yeah, and Jazzy had no chill with this, hun, floating. I'm hoping there's no breaks in this run, potent. I'm chosen, this is not a diss song, the token. Don't need a hoe to sing, cause we been on. Don't need to validate, cause we been strong. The gist is the glitz that radiate from the bone. Phone home, let them know my mama only working at a upkeep, her steady home. Many people said I couldn't do what I done on my own. Many thought that I be playing when I be on my phone. Heard them even doing spells to get somebody's gone. But I'm cut from the dust, I'm other souls.
Listen, I was shuffling from when I started the video, and it just so happened that I would pull these cards now. But I mean, if y'all don't know why I'm pausing like this, it's because the fact that I pulled this card yesterday. So it's been a lot for me to record videos when I'm like tired, but it's also a more spiritually in tune. Like, I think my readings when I'm tired are a lot more aligned and spiritual. Like, I feel the message and I start feeling like the channeling a lot more powerfully. And I think it's because I'm a little bit more flowy with just transitioning into that realm of higher aspects of dynamics. So with that, it's just why it's powerful. And y'all have to watch the video from yesterday. My last video is not hard to find, y'all, I promise. I don't remember what I titled it. What did I title it? I don't know, but it's the last video from yesterday, and you could figure out what this card means. Ooh, remedy of the grandmothers. I wasn't gonna say it, but this is the anniversary of my grandmother's passing, and if I purposely forget what day it was, but I know it was 2 days before my grandpa's birthday. So shout out to my grandma. I spoke on her yesterday, and she just definitely been in my energy because, and as I say that, I feel the warmth of my grandma. She was such a powerful Libra. We love her always. She is me. I'm honored to be a living representation and evolution of a trilogy like the 3.0 of her. And we out here. My grandma did cards. Like I said, I gotta watch the video from yesterday, bro. This shit lining up. But I love that I can talk about these things, because not only can I bring a new subject, but it all correlates. I'm in one of the most monumental phases of my life. This is a living representation. Ain't nobody did it like this. Roy, you can't be playing with your toy like that in the background. But I just, with that, I take that as a sign that, just chill out. I don't got to speak it, y'all see. And it was like, she with the, so you know what, I'm going to look at this, because I've been seeing this a lot, but I've never really read this to see what this one is conceptually saying. The energy behind it, oh, I remember this. He's over there playing with his toy. He's a very vocal dog. We're gonna pause and get it right. Hold on, y'all. Man. So, from my understanding, this card was just verification that, good things will happen. Things always come full circle. And when you think about just what you've come through, it's for a reason. It's all tests and it's all something that piles up. And like what my dog Prosperous Pay said, she's not a dog, but I really align with her energy and her expression overall. She's a spiritualist. If y'all don't know who she is, her page is Prosperous Pay, Pey. Y'all gotta check her out. I would tag her, but we not, you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, her energy is gonna align. And if y'all watching my videos, I feel like y'all already would probably see her, or it's all tribe. So long story short, the concept what she's talking about is like good karma, good dharma. Like it's nothing you can do about it when you know that you work for what you deserve. And regardless if it takes longer for it to build up, it's still something that is of deserving. And the thing of karma is that people acknowledge the bad karma, even if it's karma that came from generations or your parents or just things that were out of your control. That is something that is inevitable. So also is the good karma and the good dharma. And I feel like it's a lot of earth angels and people that work hard and we're tired. There's a lot of feelings of just growing pains is what I would call it. But it's just to say that it's worth it, because oftentimes in these times especially, they have the persona or the illusion or the facade of it not being worth it for us to be doing the hard work and actually being patient with it and actually growing with it, rather than just seeing it happen to us, is growing towards it. So when you keep that in mind, it's just like, I used to say this before I even understood. I think I said this in high school, but I used to always say, I'm gonna get rich. I knew that that's something that I always said, and people could think whatever they want to think about their reality. But at the end of the day, like, it's very clear that I'm not stupid, and it's very clear that I'm about that shit. I'm about that life. So it's just real. It's a hustling mentality. It was something that was embedded in me. I always figured I would work best for me and figured out a way to manifest that into my reality. I never took no for an answer. Like, never took no for an answer. And I also capitalized on it. So with that, good dharma is not just for me, it's for my bloodline. It's for people that are like me, people that see some type of insight in me. And I'm honored to be able to represent that. There's a lot of things that I touched on today, but it's so funny because I actually do feel like I did read this card. I feel like I did pull this card. But what I can take from that is, I see the grandmother ancestry in the clouds right there. And this card really just feels away because it actually says the remedy of the grandmother. We're going to want to read this card today. And then we also have the full moon. And we're just embracing that blessing again, a validation of humbly all the things that we deserve. Like I said, my blessings is not just for me. I would never, mark my words, when are we in 2022? But I'm 27. This the brokest I ever want to be in my life, y'all. Okay, I'm about that money. So long story short, my North Node is in Scorpio, so I embrace my journey. If y'all know what that means, y'all know, boy. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't, just Google it on YouTube. But long story short, my North Node is in Scorpio, so I don't attach to the materialism. But when we get in there, it's not going nowhere. And when I have that, I would never be no dumbass rich person that would not be grateful for the abundance, because I literally work for every penny, every cent. And I didn't work for it with my coup de coup. No disrespect to the people that do what they gotta do to get where they gotta go and have their obligations, because I have a lot of obligations. But I never use my mouth or my coochie with someone that I did not love. 27 years old, never did no shiesty shit for no money, never stole from nobody, never did no fraud shit. And I have opportunities to do that. People that stole from me. It was a lot of opportunities when I could have flipped money on some business looking shit, whether it be through wholesaling, through Forex. I could have definitely flipped a bag or two or three, and I had enough to invest in it. But what was my intention behind it? What was I gonna do with the money? Was I gonna stay true when God bless me? Will I bless other people? Or will I feel like it's all for me and I don't owe them niggas shit? I say that in my raps. I don't owe nobody shit, but I definitely be moving like, if you want me to, if I want to receive that, I have to be willing to give it. So because of that, good Dharma. We're gonna see what this is saying, because yeah, this energy is just very powerful, and especially since they have the skeleton. I first, when I saw this card, I would notice just these aspects, the flowers and the patterns and things. But now I notice that this is insight right here, and this is like a symbolism of the Mexican, like, it's religious, but it's like the afterlife, which is dead, right? And then if you look at this, she actually is resembling obviously green, but like this is a sample of like a plant or nature. It's like not necessarily a real region of a human entity, but of just a grounding, nurturing, loving form and source. So we're gonna see what that means and go from there. Ain't no telling, boy. Life is just so amazing. I'm grateful for every day. Grateful to be cute. Maybe I did use, what I'm saying? The people that I've loved definitely helped create the person I am, but I never had to force that. And that's one thing. I never had to try too hard to be loved, because I am love, and that's what I give out. So we're going to leave it with that. This where it said, so with this card here, it says, believe in the formidable power of healing, of the transformation that it can provide for all aspects of your being and your life. Medicine comes in many forms from the Great Spirit to facilitate healing of body, of mind, and of soul. Whether it's the correction of unhelpful habits or thoughts, guidance from the practical steps to resolve a physical imbalance, or deep soul healing that frees you into fulfillment of your divine potential, there is no limit to what can be healed through grace. A current of divine healing is flowing to you and through you now. Open yourself up to participate in the beautiful healing transformation. Ashe. For the insight, because I think I was saying that like this week in one of my videos, like I'm healing, and life can be a constant healing process and growing and getting better. And so healing doesn't have to mean always feeling good. Like, I've been really irritated lately, just whenever I'm in a phase of like, I know things are shifting, but it just takes longer than I expect, even though it's still moving fast. It's just a lot to take in. And some would say that the energy, what I feel, would be fear, but it's not fear, because I'm so ready for what will come. I just don't know how that will come. So it's a form of anxiety behind it, but anxiety is still fear. So we're gonna grow through it, man. I don't know how y'all day went, but I tell y'all that we grow from it. We're gonna keep it cute, and we still gonna remember that the mindset is where it's at, man. It's not about that. It's not about the money. It's not about how everybody think that they should be looking or perceiving or dressing or doing and all that other shit, bro. We've grown out here. What really matters is what fulfills your soul. Sometimes that could be you just being by yourself and sleeping all day. Whew. As a Sagittarius, we enjoy sleeping, and I haven't had a good sleep in a while, so I'm going to try to have a good night's sleep tonight. I have no reason why I shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? So, peace, y'all, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Make today beautiful. It's a little trick, because I actually am recording this at night. I'll post it in the morning. But if you're watching it right here, like, it makes today beautiful. Whenever you're watching it, if you happen to watch it later on in the night or whatever, it ain't no time period. Make today beautiful. Even if it's 2 months later or a week later or whatever. Hey, make today beautiful. Alright, y'all gotta go to sleep. I promise y'all I'm not crazy. It's time for sleep though. Peace, y'all. See y'all tomorrow.